Have three?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how much that would be in the future?
It will be more than 50 million.
Wow!
Come to It's Time Stock Market and we will teach you everything. Hey there!
Don't you wanna get away to a whole new party on the way? 'Cause I got what you need, so come with me and take the ride to the other side. So if you do like I do, so if you do like me, forget the cage 'cause we know how to make the key. Oh, damn, suddenly we're free to fly. We're going to
I'm JJ.
I'm Dan.
I'm Jack.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Jamie.
And welcome to It's Time Wow!
Wisdom on Wednesdays.
Your weekly dose of wisdom.
So every Wednesday, we will invite wisdom-filled individuals to share with us their expertise, competence, and experience that will help us gain more success, knowledge, and wisdom.
So get your fill of wisdom every Wednesday. It's time. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for giving me my own travel fund. You should give your kids their own travel funds too. It's time. It's time.
Join us every Tuesday and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. via Zoom in Matter of Factly with Ray and Joey.
I'm JJ.
I'm Dan.
I'm Jack.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Jamie.
And welcome to It's Time Wow!
Wisdom on Wednesdays.
Your weekly dose of wisdom.
So every Wednesday, we will invite wisdom-filled individuals to share with us their expertise, competence, and experience that will help us gain more success, knowledge, and wisdom.
So get your fill of wisdom every Wednesday. It's time. Hello everyone, I'm Jamie Tayaban, and I'm here to teach you how to change your virtual background. Click the app button beside the stop video. Then it says choose your virtual background. Click the plus button to add an image. Then choose your photo. Click open. That's it, you're done. Congratulations!
My name is JJ.
And I am Jam.
And I'm Jack. And I'm Jake.
And I'm Jamie.
And welcome to It's Time Energy.
Joey MJ and her husband are both graduates of law from St. Louis University in Baguio. The whole family is into public speaking, giving their signature talk, It's Time.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my mom, Miss Joey Tayaban! Hello everyone, I'm Jamie Tayaban, and I'm here to teach you how to change your virtual background. Click the app button beside the stop video. Then it says choose your virtual background. Click the plus button to add an image. Then choose your photo. Click open. That's it, you're done. Congratulations!
My name is JJ.
My name is JM.
My name is Jack. My name is Jay.
And my name is Jamie.
And welcome to It's Time Financial House.
Invest in the stock market so that you'll become rich.
I know it's unconventional, it's not traditional, but it works. Plan, build, secure.
I'm JJ.
I'm JM.
I'm Jack.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Jamie.
And welcome to It's Time Wow!
Wisdom on Wednesdays.
Your weekly dose of wisdom.
So every Wednesday, we will invite wisdom-filled individuals to share with us their expertise, competence, and experience that will help us gain more success, knowledge, and wisdom.
So get your fill of wisdom every Wednesday. It's time.
What makes us different? The branding of our team is Canada Geese. We're the happiest and the most positive team in the entire industry. And of course, that's just my branding. I'm not really claiming that we're the only one that's happy or positive. I'm just branding my team that way because our formula is happiness equals success. Since I've been practicing law of attraction for over 10 years already, I try to influence my team to think the same way, behave the same way. I tell them that if you want to be successful, you ought to be happy in all aspects of your life. So that's what we do. For me, it's very important that we feel happy and content and grateful for every little blessing that we have. Our culture is gratitude. We do have this gratitude journal because that's also what I do with my family. With my family, I ask my kids to write down 5 grateful things in the morning because that sets your mood and your vibration to start the day. When you're grateful, you can't be complaining. When you're grateful, you can't be sad. The feeling of gratitude actually opens up the pathway to more blessings. So you start your day being grateful. The moment that you open your eyes, you already thank God for your life because it's a new day, it's a new opportunity for you to start anew. You start your day like that, feeling grateful and all. And you're happy and you're excited to expect blessings, you're excited to love more, do more, begin your day. So that's what we do with our family and in my team as well. So I'm so lucky that my team, all these millennials, are really following me. Probably because they see the good in what I teach them. And last year we produced 4.6 M. And to qualify as a AAA unit, you need to produce 4 million. And we did that. And it was because of the effort of the whole team. I would like to again thank my whole team, the Canada Geese team, for bringing me here.
I'm JJ.
I'm JM.
I'm Jack.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Jamie.
And welcome to It's Time Wow!
Wisdom on Wednesdays.
Your weekly dose of wisdom.
So every Wednesday, we will invite wisdom-filled individuals to share with us their expertise, competence, and experience that will help us gain more success, knowledge, and wisdom.
So get your fill of wisdom every Wednesday. It's time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome my mom, Miss Joy Tayaban.
So, are you ready?
Hi, I'm Jamie.
Jamie, are you investing in the stock market?
Yes,
So you have stock market accounts?
yes, I have COL and System Life.
Wow, so you have 3? Do you know how much that would be in the future?
It will be more than 50 million.
Wow.
Come to It's Time Stock Market and we will teach you everything. Hey there.
Don't you wanna get away to a whole new party on the way? 'Cause I got what you need, so come with me and take the ride to the other side. So if you do like I do, so if you do like me, forget the cage, 'cause we know how to make the key. Oh, damn, suddenly we're free to fly. We're going to the other side. So if you do like I do, to the other side. So if you do like I do, to the other side. 'Cause we're going to the other side. We're going to the other side.
Hi everyone, I'm gonna teach you how to use the GCash app to pay off your insurance policies. First, you need to download the GCash app, and if you don't have one yet, just use my QR code so we both get an incentive. And once you've downloaded the app, find the icon on your phone and tap on it to open. Type in your password. Tap on the upper left hand and link your account so that you can fund. I'm using BPI, so click on BPI and it'll tell you to get verified first. When you click on that, it'll give you an instruction on how to get verified. Assuming you already have a balance here on your GCash account, you're ready to now make payments on your insurance. So click on Pay Bills and click on Insurance. Scroll down to the very bottom to see Sun Life of Canada, Philippines. And when you click on that, it's gonna ask for how much you want to pay, and your account number will be your policy number and then email address. And on this page, I'll just make you confirm the details of your payment. So if everything is okay, just click confirm. That's how you pay off your insurance policies through GCash app.
I'm JJ.
I'm Jam.
I'm Jack.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Jamie.
And welcome to It's Time Wow!
Wisdom on Wednesdays.
Your weekly dose of wisdom.
So every Wednesday, we will invite wisdom-filled individuals to share with us their expertise, competence, and experience that will help us gain more success, knowledge, and wisdom.
So get your fill of wisdom every Wednesday. It's time.
Hi guys, I'm Joey. I'm here to show you how cool our Sun Life PH app is. If you're a policyholder, make sure you download this app so you can access your policy anytime, anywhere. So go to Google Play Store or App Store and search for Sun Life PH to download the app. Once done, open the app. Its icon looks like this. Click that and click My Account. Since you're new, you need to register first. Make sure you have your policy number ready. After registration, you should receive an activation email like this one, so just follow the instructions there. When everything is set, you're now ready to log in to your account. Once logged in, you'll be able to view your policy details, like you may add here your photo or the nickname of your policy. And if you click the fund value, it would show you the current NAV of the different funds of Sun Life. Ours is usually 100% index, so you would see it's only at 1 peso and 9 cents, so it's perfect to buy and add some more. And when you navigate to service request, you can see the different services offered on the app, like filing a claim, updating your contact info, or mailing address. And lastly, the last icon will show you if you have some notifications. So that's it. I hope that this short tutorial has empowered you to have that sense of control over your own Sun Life policies. If you're my clients, I do have my own exclusive FB group for you. Feel free to join so that you can be updated from time to time on what's going on. Here are my contact details. Website is sunsyjoey.com. My FB personal account is joeymj, or facebook.com/jmjfamily. My two pages are Sunsy Joey and It's Time. And of course, my exclusive group for you entitled My Sun Life Valued Clients. So live brighter with Sun Life. It's time.
I'm JJ.
I'm Jam.
I'm Jack.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Jamie.
And welcome to It's Time Wow!
Wisdom on Wednesdays.
Your weekly dose of wisdom.
So every Wednesday, we will invite wisdom-filled individuals to share with us their expertise, competence, and experience that will help us gain more success, knowledge, and wisdom.
So get your fill of wisdom every Wednesday. It's time.
Join us every Tuesday and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. via Zoom in Matter of Factly with Ray and Joey.
You've got to say no to temptation. I was reading the book of my friend Jesse Tayaba this morning, and he was saying, you know, we make excuses for giving in to temptation. You know, when guys commit adultery, you know what they say? They say in Tagalog, paano ba naman kung ang palay na ang lumalapit sa manok? In English, you know, when the rice goes near the chicken. Tama? That's right. But hey, manok ka ba? Are you a chicken? I could have said that as a married guy. I could have said that in the early years of my married life. Well, what can I do? Guapo. You know, there are women who come and they're attracted to me. Well, what can I do? What can I do? I could have gone to the easy path, but I decided I'm going to obey God and I'm going to trust Him. That one day I'm going to have a harvest. I'm going to have a great harvest. You know, adultery, we laugh about it, but it creates so much pain in this world. Not only with a spouse that gets violated, but the children and the example that you give. And if there's some people here who have fallen into adultery, I speak God's forgiveness to you. You can start anew. You can change today.
Hello everyone, I'm Jamie Tayaban, and I'm here to teach you how to change your virtual background. Click the app button beside the stop video. Then it says choose your virtual background. Click the plus button to add an image. Then choose your photo. Click open. That's it, you're done. Congratulations!
Hi guys, I'm Joey. I'm here to show you how cool our Sun Life PH app is. If you're a policyholder, make sure you download this app so you can access your policy anytime, anywhere. So go to Google Play Store or App Store and search for Sun Life PH to download the app. Once done, open the app, its icon looks like this. Click that and click My Account. Since you're new, you need to register first. Make sure you have your policy number ready. After registration, you should receive an activation email like this one, so just follow the instructions there. When everything is set, you're now ready to log in to your account. Once logged in, you'll be able to view your policy details, like you may add here your photo or the nickname of your policy. And if you click the fund value, it would show you the current NABPO of the different funds of Sun Life. Ours is usually 100% index, so you would see it's only at 1 peso and 9 cents, so it's perfect to buy and add some more. And when you navigate to service request, you can see the different services offered on the app, like filing a claim, updating your contact info, or mailing address. And lastly, the last icon will show you if you have some notifications. So that's it. I hope that this short tutorial has empowered you to have that sense of control over your own Sun Life policies. If you're my clients, I do have my own exclusive FB group for you. Feel free to join so that you can be updated from time to time on what's going on. Here are my contact details. Website is sunsyjoey.com. My FB personal account is joeymj, or facebook.com/jmjfamily. My two pages are Sunsy Joey and It's Time. And of course, my exclusive group for you entitled My Sun Life Valued Clients. So live brighter with Sun Life. It's time.
Hi, I'm Jamie.
Jamie, are you investing in the stock market?
Yes.
So you have stock market accounts?
Yes, I have COL and Sun Life.
Wow, so you have 3? Do you know how much that would be in the future?
It will be more than 50 million.
Wow.
Come to It's Time Stock Market and we will teach you everything. Hey there.
Don't you wanna get away to a whole new party on the way? 'Cause I got what you need, so come with me and take the ride to the other side. So if you do like I do, so if you do like me, forget the cage, 'cause we know how to make the key. Oh, damn, suddenly we're free to fly. We're going to the other side. So if you do like I do, to the other side. So if you do like me, to the other side. 'Cause we're going to the other side. We're going to the other side.
Hi, I'm Jamie.
Jamie, are you investing in the stock market?
Yes.
So you have stock market accounts?
Yes, I have COL and Sun Life.
Wow, so you have 3? Do you know how much that would be in the future?
It will be more than 50 million.
Wow.
Come to It's Time Stock Market and we will teach you everything. Hey there.
There's a secret to success. Everybody hopes to
All right, everyone, let's begin with a prayer in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear Lord, we thank you for this wonderful day. We thank you for the Zoom meeting. We thank you for all the participants. We pray that all this knowledge that we will gain will be used for your good and for your greater glory. All of these we ask in Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Good afternoon, everybody.
Afternoon.
I'm JJ.
I'm JM.
I'm Jack.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Jamie.
And welcome to It's Time Stock Market.
Simplified. Even us kids get it.
Okay, to start off, let us first introduce to you who the speaker is. Of course, for us, she's our mom.
She's a homeschooler, our teacher, and the guidance counselor.
For us, she used to be the concierge director for the Truly Rich Club, where she taught its members how to invest in the stock market.
She's a unit manager in Sun Life, handling the team Canada Geese of Mango Branch.
Before we introduce our speaker, we'd just like to say that, our mom
is on our way to Chicago.
And she left us a special video just for you so that you'll be able to learn how to invest in the stock market.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your trainer, Miss Joey Tayaba.
Yay!
That's it. You're done. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Stock Market Simplified. Even kids get it. I'm here in Korea right now, and I'm recording this episode today because I'll be flying to the US and I won't be able to go live later this afternoon. But JJ will take care of this. So anyway, what to expect in this webinar? If you're new, you will learn the 2 ways to invest in the stock market, the 2 ways to earn in the stock market, how to trade, which is actually a technical term, by the way. So if you're buying or selling, you're actually trading. How to buy, how to sell, how to fund your account, how to withdraw, how to maximize the earnings of your VUL, and a lot more. And after my presentation, I usually call on our guests to share their stock investing journey with us. JJ will be the one to do that later. He will call on our special guest for today. So let's begin. What is stock market?
Stock market is when you buy big.
Sorry, everyone, technical difficulties.
Why do you think people should invest in the stock market? Because among all investments, stock market gives the highest returns, but also bears the highest risk. So what we need to do is try to minimize the risk. How? Well, for one, we should get ourselves a mentor or guide. For direct stock market investing, I would strongly recommend Brother Bo Sanchez Truly Rich Club, where I used to be the concierge director of. In 2018, though, I resigned to focus on my Sun Life team. But to this day, I'm still a member of TRC. Why? Because I find value in Brother Bo's guidance on how we should manage our wealth or why we want to become rich in the first place. The tagline of Truly Rich Club is helping good people become rich. And if you're a good person, you should definitely be rich. But if you didn't have this kind of guidance, like what Brother Bo gives to us TRC members, you might find yourself overcome with greed because, stock market investing can be addicting. Money has a way of tempting its user. We either become the master or we become its servant. So I've seen a lot of people fall into this trap. So I hope that you'll do it right by getting yourself a mentor, a guide, or better yet, a financial advisor. Okay, by answering the questions, you will definitely lessen the risk involved in stock market investing. Number one, what is your long-term purpose? Stock market investing should only be for long-term. And by long-term, I mean 10 years or more. So it could be for your retirement or college education of your children. And the earnings in the stock market vary depending on the performance of the market. And there's never a guarantee. You could lose even your capital here. So if you have a short-term horizon, like 5 years or less, I wouldn't advise that you go into stock market investing. Okay, number two, do you have extra funds to invest? Like I mentioned, you could lose everything in the stock market, including your capital. So you better be sure that the money you're investing isn't part of your emergency funds. You wouldn't want to be withdrawing your funds here when the market is down, because that would certainly realize the so-called paper loss. Next, how long would you invest? If you're in your 30s and your goal is for your retirement in your 60s, would you be investing for the next 30 years or only for 10 years or maybe 5 years? Because the number of years you're saving away would definitely reduce the amount you should be shelling out now. I'll show you later a sample of computation using a TVM app. Next, how often would you fund? Yearly, quarterly, monthly, or just one time? You see, it also affects the amount that you'd have in the future if you're investing regularly. So in the stock market, it's best to be able to hit the highs and lows. And to do that, you must be able to fund your account on a regular basis. 5, how much is your target amount? Again, with the use of TVM app, you'd be able to compute this properly. If you're targeting millions, then you know that to get that, you should be in investments that would give you the highest yields or returns. And last, but actually the most important question you need to ask is, what is your risk appetite? Lose even your capital. If this idea gives you sleepless nights, might as well not invest in the stock market. This kind of investment is only for those who could afford to lose much, because they have already set a long time horizon to recoup the possible losses in case of bear markets, just like what's happening now. But if you're the type of person who can't imagine losing his entire savings or investment, then stock market may not be for you. Okay, here's the TVM app I bought on Play Store. It's actually Ayala Raya's financial calculator. I suggest you buy these two, especially if you are a financial advisor, because it makes life easier for us when we compute for our different milestones. It's only 299 pesos. So it's a great investment if you're serious about growing your wealth, because we all need a guide, and we usually start with a number. So what's your number? This app could help you. And by the way, if you're planning to buy it, send me an email so I can give you a special set of self-development ebooks that change our lives. I want to share that with you. Use the same email that you use to purchase the app. I'm endorsing this app because I want Ayala Raya to be one of our official financial mentors. I could guest him for free on my show so he could give us market updates from time to time. Okay, now let's use this app. Suppose you want to have 5 million in 10 years' time. How much should you be saving now? Here, I'm showing you 3 computations with different interest rates. If you just save it in the bank, the first column, it will give you 0.25%, right? Returns. So you'd need to shell out for 41,200 a month for 10 years to get to 5 million. Now, if you invest in time deposit, the second column, you have to shell out 38,000 a month for the same period of 10 years to get to the same goal of 5 million. But if you invest in stocks, the last column, where it gives you at least 8%, then you only need to shell out about 28,000 a month for 10 years to get to your 5 million. So you see the difference here. Your cash out is actually way lesser when the returns are higher. So you should know which type of investments you're going into. Okay, I won't elaborate on this TVM app because I usually discuss this on my Friday show, Mahal Ba Talaga ang Insurance? I just wanted to show you that it's a must to know that numbers are important when we are targeting our goal. So if you don't have a number, then we'll never get to achieve our goal. Okay, here's a poster for our Friday show. You join us then and learn more about the importance of financial planning and the practical solutions to employ to reach our goals quickly. How to invest in the stock market.
PLDT, ang Philippine Long Distance Telephone Company, ay isa sa pinakamalaking negosyo sa Pilipinas. Alam natin na pag-aari ito ni Mr. Manny Pangilinan. Pero magugulat ba kayo kung sabihin kong hindi lang si Manny Pangilinan ang may-ari nito? In fact, hulaan ninyo kung ilan ang may-ari ng PLDT. 1, 3, 10? Hindi, libo-libo. Tama, libo-libong tao ang kasosyo ni Manny Pangilinan sa PLDT. Libo-libong tao at kapwa-kumpanya ang nagmay-ari sa PLDT. And this is why. In order for any company to expand, kailangan ito ng pera para magpatayo ng mas malaking factory, mag-install ng mas maraming telepono, o mag-hire ng mas maraming trabahador para ma-generate ng puhunan para dito, pangkaraniwan sa isang kumpanya na magbenta ng stocks or shares ng negosyo nito. Ibig sabihin, if you buy a share of a company, you end up owning a small part of the business. Kasosyo ka. At dahil kasosyo ka, makakatanggap ka rin or pwede kang makatanggap ng maliit na bahagi ng profit nito. Kapag shareholder ka na, isa ka na sa mga may-ari ng negosyo. Isa ka sa libu-libong shareholders ng PLDT halimbawa. At bilang shareholder, damay ka ngayon sa success o failure ng PLDT. Ibig sabihin, kapag kumita ang PLDT, kikita ka rin. Kung malugi naman ito, syempre, lugi ka rin. So, bilang shareholder, paano ka ngayon kikita? You earn in two ways. First is through dividends. Every now and then kasi, companies give their shareholders dividends. Ang dividend ay yung cut mo sa kinita ng kumpanya. Yung second ay through selling your shares at a higher value. Over time kasi, tataas or bababa ang presyo ng shares na hawak mo. Kung lumago ang PLDT, tataas ang value ng shares mo. If you sell your shares for more than what you bought them, kumita ka na. Alam nyo, ang pagkakaroon ng shares or stocks ay parang negosyo. Hindi ito loto at lalong hindi ito magic. You need to buy shares in companies that you believe in. Companies that you think will do well and grow. Dahil ang pagyaman mo ay nakasalalay sa tagumpay ng mga negosyong ito. Maalala natin that mutual funds are a way to invest in stocks, bonds, and money markets without actually buying these products yourself. May fund manager na namamahala sa pera mo at inilalagay ito sa iba't ibang investment. Ang insurance naman, mahalaga kasi naguhulog tayo ng premium regularly para may makuha ang ating pamilya kung sakaling may mangyari sa atin. But aside from being protection, some insurance packages can actually generate income. Ibig sabihin, may insurance ka na, may kita ka pa. Ito yung mga tinatawag na insurance na Variable Unit Link or VUL. Ito yung mga nababalitaan nating insurance na may kahalong investment component. Sounds complicated? Relax. Here's how it works. Insurance plus mutual funds equals VUL. Kapag may insurance plan ka, ibig sabihin may hinuhulugan kang pondo. Ngayon, kapag yung insurance plan na kinuha mo ay VUL, that means a portion of your payment is being invested by the insurance company in stocks, bonds, or other products. Just like a mutual fund. At ang insurance company ang tumatayong fund manager mo. Ang kagandahan nito, para na siyang value meal. Isa lang ang babayaran mo at automatic nang mahahati ito sa insurance at investments. And over time, kumikita ng kusa ang investment mo. So kung bibili ka na rin lang ng insurance, may option kang idagdag na rin yung investment mo in the form of a VUL.
Okay, so those are the two ways to invest in the stock market, the direct and the indirect way. Again, for stock market investing, I would highly recommend that you join the Truly Rich Club, which is a paid membership, but very, very beneficial in your journey. It was started by Brother Bo Sanchez when he taught his mate Gina Macahilos to invest in the stock market. Gina was able to have her first million after 6 years from the time that she started. So Brother Bo said that when Gina retires in her 60s, she would have about 30 million pesos. When I first read the book about 9 years ago, I said, if she can do it, then I should be able to do it too, right? And true enough, after several years, we were able to turn our financial life around from zero to multi-millions worth of investments. I'm not saying that we have our millions now, but we do have several investments in place which will grow into multi-millions later in the future. Okay, with TRC, we get stocks update, which includes the sum table, one that you're seeing here. The sum table has the stocks being recommended for us to buy. That's why it's easy for us to do this because we're really properly guided. You see here in SAM, it tells us the company. Of course, I didn't show with you because this is a paid membership and it's unfair that I'll be showing you the companies that we are recommending. So I'm just showing you the other columns here. But it has the company, the buy below price for when we have to buy them, and the target price for when we have to sell. And on the last column here is my favorite because it tells us exactly what to do. Either we buy, we sell, we hold, or we switch. So all we have to do is really just execute. Now, if you decide to join TRC, please make sure to use my affiliate link, which I've written down in the comment section below. Okay, here are the online brokers that we have here in the country. Of course, for us, it's COL Financial because it's the first and the biggest, and because it's honor Edward D's Brother Bo's financial mentor. So the Truly Rich Club works hand in hand with COL. So the direct way of investing in the stock market is when we open an account with an online broker and we do the trading ourselves, or when we buy or we sell or we switch. The indirect way, on the other hand, is through fund managers. And here in the country, we have three. We have banks, mutual fund companies, and insurance companies. Banks offer UITF, or Unit Investment Trust Fund. Mutual fund companies offer mutual fund, and insurance companies offer VUL, or variable unit linked product, which means it has insurance and investment. To be invested in stocks indirectly, it must be in either equity or index, not bonds, not balance. Although in balance, there is a percentage of stock investing. It could be 30% equity and 70% bonds, or 50-50, depending on the investor. Okay, how to open an account? All you have to do is just go to callfinancial.com and you could open an account with them online already. For indirect way of opening an account, then all you have to do is just find a financial advisor and he could assist you with the opening of the, all you need is the form, ID, and payment. How to fund your account? The initial amount of 5,000, this is for the direct. But for the indirect, the initial amount could be 1/4 of your premium. So it can be deposited to the company's account. But for subsequent funding, you can do bill payment, not deposit. So the amount goes directly to your account. And here you can see the different ways we can fund your account. All right, the guide to buying and selling. Indirect, we are buying shares. In indirect, we are buying units. So here's our guide. BASB, buy at the ask, sell at the bid. Again, buy at the ask, sell at the bid. Why is it important that we know this? Because the market, when you go online, it's very active. If you don't know how to do this quickly, then your order might just be wasted. It might not get executed right away. So it'll just sit there and you'll be waiting forever till it gets executed. But if you know how to do this, then it'll be easier for you to just trade. So the ask column will show you the top 5 lowest prices. Oh, I don't have it here. But and the sell column will show you the top 5 highest prices that you could sell your shares for. Okay. Now, how to buy the direct. This table here, I made this since I started doing this webinar in April 3. As you could see, the rates or the prices have been changing on a weekly basis, actually on a daily basis, but since I'm doing it every week, so here I'm showing you the changes of the prices every week. So we started with Ali on April 3. It was only at 32.30 and then it became 32.60, 33, 31, and then it dipped again to 29 and then it went up again 31, 33, 32, 30, 32, and now it's 38. What does it tell you? It means that our market is already recovering. The prices of stocks are slowly increasing and going up. So if you are still not invested in the stock market, then you are missing a lot. For Jollibee here, JFC, from 102, 106, 135, 143, 134, 138, 140, 137, 133, 117, and now 130. So in April, if you had invested in April, it was only at 102. By now, you would have gained 28 pesos already. SM, 820, 850, 845, 787, oh my God, ang baba. 822, 810, 803, 828, 925, and now 968. For Ayala Corporation, it was at 452, 480, 560, 606, 562, 560, 700, 650, 677, 745, and now it's at 793. Again, guys, if you're not investing in the stock market yet, you are really missing a lot. PDO, BPI, MBT, now they're at just 114, 78, and 41 for Metrobank. And Globe is only at 2,170. So, and that's low. That's low. So you have to buy if you haven't done so. Okay, now how to read this table right here. Let's read the ask first. So the ask column says here price and then size. And then there's another column right here. Okay, this is how you read it. From right to left, there are 88 people wanting to buy 1.8 shares of Ayala Land at 32.30. There are 3 people wanting to buy 103,800 shares of Ayala Land at 32.40. There are 2 people wanting to buy 11,800 shares of Ayala Land at 32.45, and so on and so forth. And now, for the bid, this is how you read it. There's 1 person wanting to sell 15,000 shares of Ayala Land at 31. There's 1 person wanting to sell 800 shares of Ayala Land at 30.95. And there's 1 person wanting to sell 5,000 shares of Ayala Land at 30.90. These are the top 5 highest prices. So if you're a seller, of course, you want to sell your shares at a high price. So now let's buy. This is first for the direct, okay? So log into your COL financial account. If you already have, then hover your mouse to trade and click enter order. Now we're looking at the ask because we're buying. So as you could see, there are a lot of figures here, but what I want you to focus on is the red box right here, which says stock code, number of shares, and price. So the stock code, if you don't know the stock code of the company that you're buying, then just click on the stock code right here. It'll open to a new window, and then you'll be able to see the stock codes of all the companies there. Okay, so stock code and then number of shares. How many shares are you buying? Remember, if you're doing it here online, there is a minimum board lot. Although that you could also buy some ad lots, but it would be more expensive. So if you follow the minimum board lot, then you'd be able to buy it at just the same price as you see here on the table. So number of shares, 100. I think for, is this Ayala Corporation or, yeah, this is Ayala Corporation. So ang Ayala Corporation minimum board that is 10. Okay, And if you're buying more, it should be multiples of 10. So 10, 20, 30. If the minimum order is 100, then 100, 200, 300 if you want to buy more. Okay, in this case, we're buying 100 shares. So the price is at 452.40. So the net would be 45,373.45. Why? It already includes the taxes. Yeah. So the total charges 133, total orders 45,373. You just type in your password and click place buy. Yeah. The index fund here naman, this is for the indirect. Now, if we're buying, we're really not buying we're not buying shares. We're actually buying in units. Kasi this is a pooled fund. So my investment and somebody else's investment all pulled together in billions. Like how much is this? Is 14 billion, 14.6 billion. And this was from April 2020. So you should see here where we are invested in our index fund. We have the conglomerates, and it's at 33% of the index fund. And then we have the Ayala Land, what's this? Properties, 21%, banking and finance, it's 18%. So there's really a good mix of our portfolio here. So with VUL, because I just wanted you to also maximize the earnings of your own VUL. So if you have VUL already, this is actually the tip. You pay your initial payment annually, and when you make your payments, the premium satisfies both the charges and the investment portion. Okay, so with Sun Life, after the first year of charges, we add it up on the investment already. So what you need to do is really satisfy the first year charge so that everything that you will be putting in after that will all be for your investments. So for the indirect, for example, JJ got this policy, a prime policy of 1 million face amount and 2 million death benefits. So let's say he's paying 47,800 minus the charges on the first year, which is 34,070. And whatever is the change, it will be used to buy units. And if it earns 4, 8, or 10%, that's the projected amount. Then the next year, you pay again 47,800, and less the charges, whatever is the excess, would be invested. And if it earns 4, 8, or 10%, that's the amount. Okay, and this policy is only for paying period of 10 years only. Now, how much is our index fund right now? Per unit, it's now at 0.9326. It actually went up. Last week, it was only at 80 cents. Now it's 93. So you know that our economy is bouncing back. You don't want to miss it. Especially if you have VUL, you know that it's still below 1 peso. Your 100 pesos can still buy you 100 units, right? So you paid 47,800, right? And the change was just about 13,000. So if the units then were at 68 cents, then nakabili siya ng 17 units. Now, if nasatisfy na yung first year charge because you paid annually, right? And you put in money, because Sun Life will not charge you the second year charges. It will wait until you're due before it deducts charges from your fund value. Or if you're paying, then that's the only time that Sun Life will get for the charges of your insurance. So in the meantime, from now until then, until you get your next bill, everything that you put in your account will be considered as investment or top up. And that's a perfect way for you to like really increase your fund value. So for example, JJ was able to put in 5,000 and the units were priced at still 68 cents per unit. So he was able to buy 7,352 units in, let's say, June. Now, in July, he puts 5,000 again, and the units were at 78 cents a piece. So he was able to buy 6,410 units. Then same amount, and the unit went up to 80 cents per. So he was able to buy 6,252 units, so on and so forth. So what does it tell you? That even if you have the same amount of investment every month, you're able to buy different numbers of units depending on the price. So the lower the price, the more units you're able to buy. Now, since the price now is at 93 cents, it's just like 7 cents less of 1 peso. So what you need to do is like just make payments, even just 100 pesos, 500 pesos. It's an investment for you. My tips, the indirect way is you pay in annual mode, initial or subsequent. Meaning if you've already started your quarterly payment, all you need to do is just satisfy the annual charges. So if you could do lump sum, then that would be great. And then after that, everything will now be put as investment or top up for you. So every time that you put in any amount, 500, 1,000, 10,000, 20,000, they will be used to buy units for you so that your fund value will grow. Now, you do a regular funding of your policies. You don't wait for the bill. That's what I'm saying. Don't wait for it. Just keep funding and funding. Because when you do, you're actually shortening the number of paying years. So instead of paying it for 10 years, then you might just be able to pay it for 8 or 7 years. And then you do the auto debit or auto credit or salary deduction. In my case, I'm doing all auto debit, auto credit, and then salary deduction. Why? Because it gives me that kind of discipline that even if I don't have a lot of money, at least I am prioritizing the investments of my family. Let's sell. Okay, if you want to sell, all you have to do is just log into your account, your CRL account, if you already have one. Actually, when you're selling, it's best that you go inside your portfolio. So you hover your mouse to trade and then click portfolio. And then on the first column, I wonder why I didn't put it here. On the first column, it says buy or sell, and it's a link. So just click on sell, and then it will automatically bring you to the order page. On the order page, this one, the one that's in front of you right now, it's pre-filled already. If you click sell on AC, for example, AC, and whatever number of shares you have there, it's as if you are selling all. So if you don't want to sell everything, you just put in here the number of shares. And then of course the price should be bid because buy at the ask, sell at the bid. And all you have to do is just type in your password here, click place by order, and you're done. Okay? So in the indirect way, that's there's selling that's happening when you are withdrawing or when you are switching funds. Why? Because when you're switching funds, you don't actually have cash. The fund manager would need to sell them first and then get the proceeds and use the proceeds to buy units from a new fund. Okay. These are the reasons why we sell our stocks. In the direct way, we usually take profit, we withdraw from our funds, we cut loss, or we switch, or we close our account. Now, in the indirect way, there's also selling involved when you withdraw, you switch, or you terminate your policy. Because again, it's not cash, it's by the number of units that you hold. And if you're out of cash and you needed that right away, you'd have to be selling first your units before you can encash it. Okay, how to withdraw? Hover your mouse to trade, click portfolio. And here, by the way, if your money is here in actual balance and you were able to submit your application before 11 o'clock in the morning, then the process time is only 1 day. So you'd be able to receive it the same day. But if you still need to sell, then it's 3 days processing time. Hover your mouse to trade, click portfolio, and then click on withdrawal request. And here, all you need to do is fill the form out. That's it. Now, for the indirect way, if you want to withdraw, like you really needed the cash, then all you need to do is just call your financial advisor and sign the form that they would be giving you and have the check deposited to your bank account. The best thing about this, guys, is liquidity, because if you needed your money right away, you don't even have to go to a third party, you don't even have to beg. This is your money, you can do whatever with it. And the best thing is that no one will scam you because it's your own personal account. When do we invest? Yesterday is always the best time. Now, still okay. Tomorrow is uncertain. Bulol-bulol ako, grabe. Okay, timing the market is always better than timing the market. So if you are timing the market, meaning you're dilly-dallying on when to come in, when to buy, because you think that the market would still go down, but you see, it's going up. So there are several factors that affect the stock market. It's not necessarily what you hear on the news. So it's best that you just invest whenever you can. When do we withdraw? You go back to your purpose. If you tell yourself that this is for your retirement or for the college education of your children, then wait. Wait until then. If it's not now, then don't touch your money yet. If you're investing in the stock market, really has to be long term. Just like now, all our investments are actually at a loss. And if you want to withdraw your money now, then you'll have to wait for years and years before you can even recoup whatever losses you already have at this point. Like in our case, we have 250,000 with one of our kids. Right now, it's at 159,000. So if I withdraw it now, yeah, I would have lost what? 100,000. I'm showing you this so that at least you would know that even if there are negative markets in a 10-year period, you'd still end up winning. You see here, peso equity, and this is the historical data of our funds, some of our funds. Beginning in 2010 up to 2019, look at peso equity. Positive 36, positive 1, positive 30, positive 1, positive 19, negative 5, negative 1, positive 20, negative 9, and positive 2. So in a 10-year period, there were 3 markets that were down. And yet, if you look at the 3-year, 5-year, or 10-year returns, you know that we still earn. And among all the funds, equity still ended up as the winner. Okay, so our call to action is, first, if you're investing in the stock market, you open an account with COL Financial, but since you're doing it yourself, might as well get yourself a mentor. So join Truly Rich Club. And for the indirect, we have UITF, we have mutual funds, but since I'm with Sun Life, and since part of your foundation is your insurance, might as well hit 2 birds with 1 stone. You're getting insured, might as well earn from that also. The foundations of our financial house are what? Emergency funds, health protection, and income protection. So before you even begin to think about investing in the stock market, make sure that you are insured already, because as you're growing your money, you need to be properly protected by insurance so that in case something happens to you, your family receives something. Just like today. Today, my story is that my mom is COVID positive and I'm an only child. and I need to go to her, and now I have the risk of also getting COVID myself. And even if we don't want to make drama out of it, of course, there's fear in me that when I have it, I might not be able to survive it. Of course, I want to survive it. We had a meeting with the kids yesterday before I left. Was it yesterday or the oh no, Saturday night. Saturday night I explained to them what I would be leaving them. The time that we started investing in the stock market back in 2011. We didn't know anything about insurance at that time. But because we wanted to change our financial life, we wanted to become rich, we had that guidance of Brother Bo Sanchez to have the right kind of mindset. So we did. We started ourselves with COL accounts. So each one of us has one COL account. And then I learned about insurance. I became a financial advisor, and because of the trainings that I got, I realized that insurance is actually more important, especially if you have young children. So from that time on, we were racking up on our insurance. So every so often, we would get insurance for ourselves. I'll share with you my I'll share with you my records, but probably on Friday for the Friday show, not now. But today I have a total of 13 million insurance. When we did our financial plan in 2013, I think 2013, yeah. When we did our financial plan then, based on our expenses, based on our data, Jesse and I would need to have 30 million coverage. Why 30 million? Because we had 5 young children. And that's also based on our monthly expenses and all the expenses that we have. With 5 kids, it's really, really very expensive. And of course, you want to give them the best. So Jesse and I should have at least 15 million each. So 30 million together. So 15 million each. So that's what we did. We would get, my first insurance was actually 500,000 only, because probably that was what I could afford back then. So I got myself a VUL for 500,000. And then I think the next insurance I got was after 2-3 years. And every chance I get when we would have extra funds, I would add. So now I have a total of 13 million, and I know that in Sun Life we also have group insurance. So that's, I don't know how much that would be. Probably if it's 3 million, then I would have 16 million coverage already. If something happens to me, and I told this to the kids last Saturday, if something happens to me, then at least they'd be covered. They'd have something. But of course, that's really not the purpose of getting yourself insured. The reason why you get insurance is because you just want to have some sort of security. You really don't want to die, and you don't want to just leave money for your kids. You don't want that. What you want is to live and be with them until they grow old. But since we don't know when, just like the past 3 months,
a lot of lives were taken because of this virus. You really don't know when you'll be taken out. But if you would be able to leave something behind, then it kind of gives you that sense of security that your family would still be okay when you're no longer here. You know, the past 3 months, we were just inside our house. We did go out because we were scared. And then last May 3, my mom's birthday, when we greeted her happy birthday, she had a flu and she was coughing. And we knew right then that was the virus because she's a frontliner. She was working and in a health facility and she probably got it there. And at that time, it was so hard to get a flight. There were no flights. So we couldn't go to her. And we were scared. We were scared that she would die without us. And it was only because of prayer that she got this far. She has become stronger. She has gotten back her health. But it was only last week that she had herself tested and she was still positive. So the first chance I got to book a flight, it was only now that I'm able to book a flight. And now I'm exposed. Tago-tago ako sa bahay so that I won't get exposed. And now I'm exposed. I'm here at the airport. And I'm going to the US. And I will be with someone. I'll be in direct contact with someone who's positive. Whew. I know that a lot of people have been asking me, have been telling me, don't think that way. But you see, as financial advisor, we have to. Again, it's not really the fact that you have insurance that you will not fear death anymore. It's the insurance will just take care of the financial loss, but the grief, the sadness, the emotional loss, that won't be covered. That won't be covered by any amount. But at least the kids would still have a good future. Oh, hindi na ako makahiga. Okay. Before we call on our guests, let's answer some of the questions. How to open ITF accounts? ITF means interest for. That's for the minors. So all you have to do is just fill out the same application and tick the box ITF. That's it. You as a parent would be the principal account holder, and the minor would be the secondary account holder. And when the minor turns 18, you could opt to either give that account to the minor already, or it could be turned into a joint account with you and the minor. Any limit on the number of accounts? None. For ITF, there's none, but this is for direct. For direct stock market investing, you could have up to 2 accounts under your name. But for the indirect, especially for insurance, you can have as much insurance as you have. We have over 40 policies already, so you can have as many as you can. Although when your coverage, although when you are already increasing your coverage, of course you'd be subjected to medical requirements and financial requirements. How often can we invest less than 5,000? For initial, for direct stock market investing, the initial funding is 5,000. But subsequent funding can be any amount. For VUL, the initial is at least 3 months premium. Kung ba't ayaw mawala? How often do we monitor? We don't monitor our accounts. There are 2 types of investors. There are 2 types of investor. A long-term investor and an active trader. An active trader does monitoring of his accounts because you have to monitor the highs and lows. When the price goes high, you sell. When the price goes low, you buy. So, but with long-term investor, we don't monitor at all. We just wait until we reach our goal. And then we terminate. Can I do this even when I'm abroad? Yes, because all it needs is internet. What happens to our stocks when we die? Okay, so these are some of the requirements that you have to submit when, not you, that your family members need to submit when you die, so that they could claim your investment. Remember that all our investments, the bank accounts, the mutual fund, your COL, these are personal to you, to us. So when we die, our family members won't be able to just get it right away. They have to submit several requirements. But with insurance, all you have to do, all our family members need to do is to present the policy and that certificate. They'd be able to claim already the proceeds.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Stock Market Simplified. Even kids get it.
All right. So thank you to our mom for sharing with us today. So we'd like, before we call on our guest speaker, we'd like to give a short introduction. My sister JM will be helping me with our guest speaker. Let's introduce our guest speaker for today. She is a direct stock market investor. She is the She is a direct stock market investor, a truly rich club member, and a licensed Sun Life financial advisor. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Rona Bartolini.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello. All right. Hi, Miss Rona. Since our mom is currently on our way to Chicago, I will be your interviewer for today. I will be asking you a few questions about your journey with investing in the stock market. So, let us begin with our first question. Paano ka nag-start sa stock market? So, how did you start?
I started in 2009. First, I played the Cash 101 board game by Robert Kiyosaki. And then from that board game, I realized that one of the fastest ways to build capital is through the stock market. So I asked one of my playmates dun sa board, meron bang ganyan sa Pilipinas? Tapos sabi, meron daw. And then at the time, the name of the online brokerage firm is CitySec Online. So this was in 2009, around September. So that stuck in my head na meron online brokerage firm. And then my job at the time was I was a database design analyst, IT. Sa team namin, madaldal ako Kinakwento ko yung mga journey ko pagdating sa ganitong extracurricular activities pagdating sa pagpapalaki ng pera. So nakwento ko yung Cash 101 board game and then yung stock market. Yung isa kong teammate, narinig niya yung kwento ko. And then sabi niya, uy, yung kapatid ko, subscriber ni Brother Bo sa Truly Rich Club. Tapos sabi niya, since subscriber siya, may mga newsletter siya na-receive. So sabi ko, uy, gusto ko yan. Tapos sabi niya, to gawin mo. Basahin mo muna yung PDF na My Maid Invests in the Stock Market. So, dinownload ko yon, it's free. And then after reading it, napaisip ako, sabi ko talaga, seryoso ba tong si Brother Bo? Kasi sabi ko, tinataya niya yung pangalan niya. Sasabihin niya kaya ng maid niya or yung maid niya nag-i-invest sa stock market. So sabi ko, gusto kong patunayan na may mali doon. gusto kong malaman na hindi ganoon kasimple, hindi siya ganoon kadali. So naging strategic ako sa aking plano. Kasi syempre, stock market yan, hindi ko talaga alam. Wala akong alam. So kailangan, mayroong mag-guide sa akin. So naisip ko, si TRC kasi, paid subscription yan monthly. 497 pesos a month yan. So sabi ko, since nagja-jars naman ako, meron akong money jars. And one of my money jars is the education jar. Papasok dun yung 497 na budget ko. Not bad for learning stock market. Tapos, meron kasing isang jar doon, Financial Freedom Account ang tawag ko doon, FFA jar. That jar, ang role lang talaga niya is to build money. Manganganak yan ng pera for you. It's money working for you. So naisip ko, okay, sige. Yun na lang yung yung account ko, yung COL account, Call Financial Account. So di ba 2009 September, so my friend or my teammate forwarded yung mga newsletters and then sabi ko, may value sa mga newsletters na to So gusto ko, ako na yung magsa-subscribe. So I subscribe. And then come November 10, 2010, I opened my very first call account sa halagang 24,000 pesos. Bakit 24? Kasi yun yung initial public offering ng Nickel Asia. It's a mining company. The maximum number of shares to be sold at IPO is 1,600 at 15 pesos per share. So, subscribe na ako kay TRC and nag-open ako ng call account at 24,000. Tapos meron akong strategy. Sabi ko, okay, magre-risk ako. Gusto kong makita kung tama ba o may mali dun sa sistema, dun sa TRC. So, magkano ang i-risk ko? Sa sistema kasi ng money jars ko, 10% of my net income will go to financial freedom account. So, ibig sabihin, pag sumusweldo ako, kukunin ko yung neto ng 10% on every month. Kung magkano man yun, ipapasok ko sa call financial. So, yun yung naging tactic ko. So, yun, doon ako nag-start.
Okay. Anong nangyari sa journey mo? So, what happened on the way?
Okay. So, di November 10, di ba? Ang nangyari kay Nickel Asia, at some point, from 15 pesos, naging 21 pesos per share iyan. So, ang ginawa ko, I sold muna 1,000 shares at 21 pesos per share. And then, yung naiwan na 600, I later sold it at 27 pesos per share. So when I computed the total gain, I earned 83% of my initial capital na 24,000. Okay? So I did this religiously for 3.5 years. So ganun lang talaga yung aking tactic. 10% of my income, regardless of how much, will go to COL Financial. And then the value of the subscription was, kasi madaming information pero I only chose yung may value sa akin. So ang talagang value niya was, since my job is IT, I'm online all the time. At that time, I was also working from home. My email was Yahoo, and it has these alerts na kapag may new email, magpiping yon, mag-notification yon. And I would see the buy alerts and the sell alerts of Brother Bo or the TRC. So pag halimbawa, buy alert, buy Ayala, buy Ali. Kapag may laman pa yung yung call ko, bibiling ko yon. Tapos pag halimbawa, sell alert, sell this stock na kasi may ganitong explanation. So pag meron akong holdings on that company, ibebenta ko na siya. So ganun lang, sinusunod ko lang siya. So now what happened? In 3.5 years, my capital na 24,000, it grew to 250,000 capital. And in second quarter of 2013, nasa around 330,000 siya. Net na yon, may losses, may gain. So practically, gain yon. So that was 42 deposits. Yun yung nangyari. So I gained. So ibig sabihin, yung goal ko na i-prove na mali yung sistema, hindi ko nagawa kasi lumaki talaga yung portfolio ko from 24K naging 330K in 3.5 years.
All right. So comparing your direct and indirect investments sa stocks, saan ka mas kumita?
Okay. So the short answer is, kumita ako sa direct. Kumita ako sa Call Financial.
Pros and alright. Ano ang mga pros and cons na pwede mo ma-share between direct and indirect?
Okay. So the pro is, bakit ako kumita sa direct? Unang-una yung fees. Mababa kasi ang fee pag direct. Kada transaction mo, ang babayaran mo lang is 0.05 or 0.5%. In decimal, that's 0.005 of every transaction. So, napakamura nun. Tapos, ando na lahat yung capital gains tax mo is just 10% of the dividends. Ang dividends, hindi naman ganoon din kalaki. So, kumbaga, bawing-bawi ka talaga sa fees. Hindi ka naglalabas ng masyadong malaking fee. That's number 1. Number 2, the pro is, real time ang trade. Hindi ka na maghihintay na mag-close yung market. Kapag nakita mo yung opportunity na, I will sell it at this price, kung ano yung price na yon, doon mo siya isa-sell kung open yung market. Another thing is, halimbawa, noong time na 2012, nasa States ako, so gabi sa Pilipinas, umaga doon. Basta alam ko kung magkano ko ibebenta na yung stock, ipipila ko na lang siya para siya naka-off-hour trade. So alam ko, pag gabi na sa US, umaga na sa Pilipinas, mag-open yung market, i-run na nila yung trade na yon. And at the end of the day, pagising ko na, gabi na sa Pilipinas, umaga naman sa US, makita ko, okay, nabenta ko na pala yung aking holdings. Na tumama siya dun sa selling price na sinet ko. So yun yung pro. Ang con is like this. So I shifted my job from IT to always online to being a financial advisor sa Sun Life. Malaking shift yon kasi nag-iba yung behavior ko sa work. Meaning, hindi na ako online lagi. I always go out. So, hindi ko na ngayon nababantayan kahit papano yung mga positions ko. Sa stock market kasi sa Philippines, wala pa yung tipong you can, parang pwede kang mag-set ng stop. in a way, kailangan you go online and check. So, nawala na yung time ko for that. So, naisip ko, pagka ganun, pag sobrang busy ka and hindi mo na talaga, like, you cannot set aside time to check your portfolio, then might as well do investing passively. So, yun yung mga pros and cons. At saka, I think one of the con is kung sobrang basic, gusto mo mag-invest sa stock market and gusto mo mag-direct, I would suggest you go mutual funds first. Kasi ganun din yung nangyari sa akin. Before I even invested in 2010 directly, nag-mutual funds muna ako sa Sun Life. Oo, 2000 ano yun, 2007 to 9, mga ganyan. Tapos ano pa yun na, 1,000 auto-debit. Sobrang baba, di ba? Pero yon, kumbaga kumita rin ako doon eh. Ginamit ko yung pera as seed money para doon naman sa franchise cart business na inopen ko noong 2011. So sabi ko, uy, kumita ako sa mutual fund. Tapos doon na-open yung mind ko na ano ba itong mutual fund? Bakit siya kumita? Ano yung structure niya? Ano yung underlying asset? So nung tinanong ko na yon, doon ko na-realize na, okay, ang underlying asset pala ng mutual fund is mga companies din, shares of stocks. Kaya na-open naman yung door sa akin to go direct. So, ang con is, kapag halimbawa wala ka pang idea, huwag kang munang dumiretso. Or if you want to go direct, you need to have a guide. I would prefer a paid guide. Bakit? Kasi binayaran mo yan, hahanapin mo yung value nung binayaran mo. You can ask questions. Ganon siya. I'm not saying na walang value ang free. It's just that pag paid, you will really pay attention kasi naglalabas ka ng pera to learn. 'Di ba? Parang college lang 'yan eh. Bakit may tuition fee? Para dibdibin ng estudyante. Para graduate talaga siya. Ayun. So yun yung mga pros and cons. So kung halimbawa naintindihan mo na yung basics ng mutual fund, ayan, pwede ka na mag-direct. Ayun. Tsaka I think kailangan if you go up, if you get or you go into higher risk investments, you have to really increase your financial literacy. Kasi kasama yun sa ingredients. Hindi pwedeng puro basic lang. You have to really upscale what you know because that will be your arsenal in knowing whether you're earning or not or if you can grow it. Yun siya. Yun yung pros and cons.
So, ilan ang naging policy mo sa Sun Life at kumikita ba yung investment mo doon sa stock market indirectly sa equity fund?
I have 3 policies in Sun Life, 2 VULs, and 1 traditional. So dun sa VUL, really the reason why I got it is because of the insurance component. Kasi at the time when I took it, it was 2015. The only policy wherein I can attach CIB rider was the FlexiLink. So knowing or understanding the system of a VUL, hindi ko talaga kinakitaan na para pakitain siya. Kumbaga, right now, I just do, mine-maintain ko lang yung fund value para lang whatever happens, may laman siya. Kasi klaro sa utak ko na the purpose of this VUL is for me to be secured. And for everything investment, hinihiwalay ko. So meron ako sa call financial portfolio ko, meron din ako sa mutual funds, index fund. Ako mainly index fund kasi with index fund, it's already the top 30 companies of the Philippine Stock Exchange. Kung ano ang galaw ng PSEI, actual index, yun din ang galaw ng index fund. It's very simple. Wala nang masyadong doon. Pag-iisip. Yon.
So, anong mga advice mo sa mga nanonood if gusto din nila gayahin ka?
Okay. So if I'm gonna go back to 2009 and kausap niya ako ngayon, ang unang-unang sasabihin ko sa kanya, be very clear with what you want. Ibig sabihin, okay, if you want to save money, walang masama sa saving money. Kaya lang, you do not save money for the sake of saving money. In the future, gagastusin mo yan for something. So be very clear. Para saan ba yung perang yon? Ako nagsimula ako, financial freedom account. Gusto ko yung pera, nanganganak ng pera, will work for me. So, fit na fit si Call Financial dun sa gusto kong mangyari. So, hindi ko naman alam nakikita siya Basta alam ko lang yung basic na, okay, ito yung purpose mo. Okay? So dapat una, klaro yung goal. Meron kang goal. Ano yung goal na yon? Nasa sayo, ano ba yung pangarap mo? Ano bang gusto mong pangarap na mangyari? And bawat pangarap kasi may pera yan eh. So for example, I want to go abroad. Saan? Kailan? Ilang years? Magkano yung gagastusin mo? Magkano na ba yung fare ngayon? Magkano yung accommodation ngayon? Ganyan. So ngayon pa lang, tatanaw ko na sa future kung ano yung gusto mo mangyari. And then if you have a clear goal, kailangan matutunan ko kung alam ko lang ito before o di mas maganda ngayon yung planning ko. Kasi ang value na natutunan ko later at a later time is yung TVM, time value of money. Ano na siya may app na yan pero you need to understand the concept. Why TVM? Kasi with TVM, if you have a goal, a future value, it's really a fixed amount. And then you have a period, years, number of years. Gusto mo ba monthly? Gusto mo ba quarterly? Yearly? Pwede mo ilatag doon. And then, kailangan malaman mo or hahanapin mo yung tinatawag na compounding annual growth rate. So kung ang inflation natin is 4%, hahanap ka ngayon kung saan yung investment tool that will give you more than 4. Kasi you want to beat inflation kasi nawawalan ka ng time. So if I knew that back then, edi sana I would have invested more than 10%. And I would have seen a more clearer projection of my money in stock market. Pero kumbaga at the end, pa din nakita ko pa din na, mukhang tama tong TRC, lumalaki pera ko Ayun.
All right, thank you. So before we end, do you have any last words for the audience and our participants?
For our money, kailangan talaga we need to invest on ourselves. Una, we need to increase our financial literacy kasi pera natin yan No one will be the one responsible of growing it except us. So, full responsibility, full commitment on how to grow money. So, tatlo lang yan Increase your knowledge, increase your time, and increase your income. So, yung tatlong yon, kapag yung tatlong yon nag-increase, then your money will grow. May concept na how will you increase your time? You will increase your time if you use other people's time. So, dyan na papasok yung sa business, ganyan. Pero, even as start with what you have. Huwag kang matakot mag-invest sa isang bagay na tingin mo makakatulong sa iyo para tumaas yung iyong knowledge. I think one of the greatest or one of the best decisions I've ever made was to join the Truly Rich Club. Kasi if not for the Truly Rich Club, hindi ko rin makikilala si Miss Joey. Hindi ko kayo makikilala. Hindi ko kayo mamimit. Hindi ko makikilala si Brother Bo. Hindi ko makikita yung advocacy niya. Hindi ko mamimit yung mga business people din na contacts niya. Ang dami-dami kong good moments or experiences because I joined the Truly Rich Club. And because of my experience also with my portfolio in call, yun yung nagbigay sa akin ng drive to enter Sun Life. Kasi, simple lang naman yung goal ko noon. So, after 3.5 years, alam ko na yung sistema ng SAM. Alam ko na yung sistema ng call. Kita ko na paano siya umaandar, paano lalaki yung pera. So, in a way, I feel na kailangan ko pa ng new information. So in my head, what more if I join a financial company, Sun Life Financial, para kung meron man silang information about investments, I get to learn that as well. So yun lang siya, tumuhog-tuhog lang siya. So since 2014 when I joined Sun Life, andito pa rin ako and kumbaga my knowledge just grows. And ako kasi whenever I learn something, I give that to my clients. Kasi kumbaga ito yung natutunan ko So try mo nga, baka effective din sa iyo. Kumbaga, even if you are giving the advice, dapat ikaw din you are also practicing it on your own. Para makita mo may proof ka rin. Ayun. Ayun lang.
All right, thank you so much. That's all the questions we have for today.
All right, thank you very much as well. Even though this was a shorter It's Time than usual, we hope that we were able to educate everyone here and help you understand what stock market is and how you can use it to grow your money.
So thank you so much to Ms. Rona for your very informative answers, and good evening to all our participants.
Thank you very much
Thank you
for
very
coming,
much.
and we hope to see you again very soon.
Thank you.
I'm JJ.
I'm Jam.
I'm Doc. I'm Jake.
And I'm Jamie.
And welcome to It's Time Wow!
Wisdom on Wednesdays.
Your weekly dose of wisdom.
So every Wednesday, we will invite wisdom-filled individuals to share with us their expertise, competence, and experience that will help us gain more success, knowledge, and wisdom.
So get your fill of wisdom every Wednesday. It's time.